Hello everyone, are you also looking to buy a new foldable bicycle but can't decide between the Brompton, 3Sixty and Pikes, which are some of the more popular brands in the market today? Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about my new foldable bicycle, which is the 3Sixty foldable bike, which I just got, and also my own thought process into finally selecting one. My name is Freddy, welcome to this video, let's jump into it. Okay, let's take a quick walk around my foldable bicycle. I'll probably start from the front. You can see this little bag here, which doesn't come stock. I fixed this up. It's a good size because it just allows me to put my wallet, my phone, a little lock, and I'm just ready to go. I think what's important, right, is the block that you see here. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Nope. Let me just focus. Okay. So this block, right? Basically what I need to do is just to release this catch and slide this back up, and I can just change the back to whatever bag that has this attachment at the back. So it's super user friendly in the sense that I have options. I can change it to whatever that I like. All I need to do is just to slide this in, you hear a click sound and you are done. Super convenient. Next is the wheels. It's a 16-inch wheels. They call it the 349 wheels. I'm not sure why. There's probably some naming convention to it. The tires are not stock. These are the Schwalbe Marathon Racer wheels. Tires, with 10 walls, mainly for aesthetic purposes. But probably in future videos I talk about why I choose these over the Kojak and the Schwalbe one. Okay, stem. Yeah, the handlebar is something that I want to talk about. I think this comes with a S-bar version and an M-bar version. I went with the M-bar because I'm a slightly taller rider, right? Because the S-bar basically is a straight bar, which means to say that it will be a lot lower, and the rider will probably have to lean forward and be in a fairly aggressive position, right? Which is not what I want to be in. I want to be upright in a comfortable position. That's why I went for the M-bar version. Okay, and the frame here is chromoly steel. I think it is what you will find in normal Bromptons as well as Pikes, but I'm not too sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Oh, sorry, I missed out the shifter. You see that there's a 3-speed shifter here and a 2-speed shifter here. Basically, this controls the internal hub, and then this controls the external gears that you see. This is a 6-speed bike, that's why you have 3 plus 2, 3 times 2, 6. And it controls this, a 3-speed internal hub as well as the 2-speed external gearing. Okay. And these are the 360 easy wheels. It's super easy to roll around when it is folded. I've had other foldable bikes before. It doesn't roll as well as this, so these are good. I have no issues maneuvering or pivoting on this. No complaints. I really love this. And next is the crank. This is not stock. This is the Light Pro Holotech 2 crank with 54 teeth, as well as the bottom bracket is switched out together with this. I switched it out because it is lighter and the paddling feel is improved, or rather that's just my personal opinion, right? The weight is definitely lighter, but the paddling feel is really a lot better. The stock also came with 48 teeth if I'm not wrong, but that's not a deal breaker. It's still super rideable. It's just my own preference to have a bigger chainring. Aluminium seat post that you see here, it has the word 360. These are 510 mm if I'm not wrong. A little bit short for me. I'll talk a bit more about this later. And a fairly comfortable saddle. These are really comfortable. Okay, so that's the quick walk around my bike. Okay, I'll be folding this. Right. So first off, I put this into the bag. Right.
And once this is folded, it is very easy to roll this around. As you can see in this coming clip, I'm able to go in the reverse direction, and it's very easy for me to change direction, maneuver around corners, and it's really buttery smooth. So as I said, the Easy Wheels does its job well, very happy with it. And when folded, this is also really compact. Its folded dimension stands at 63 cm in length, 33 cm in breadth, and 60 cm in height, which makes it really easy to store. Now, let's see how this unfolds.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the riding feel on this bike. I've rode around it for about 50 kilometers, and you know what they say about chromoly steel frame, right? Because chromoly steel frame, despite its weight, you know, it's about 12.5 kg, but I've seen many experts and many gurus online who have managed to make it a lot lighter, like 9 kg, 10 kg kind of bike. Really awesome, kudos to them. But you know, if you don't mind the weight, the chromoly steel frame actually does its job. It absorbs all the road shocks really well. I'm about 92 kg, and I didn't feel that it's as aggressive or uncomfortable like when I rode on carbon bike. It feels very much like titanium bike. Of course, you know, it's not as light as the titanium bike, but in terms of comfort, it has similar properties such that I felt that it absorbs a lot of the road shocks, so it gives me a very comfortable ride. Also, I felt that this was very sturdy. I didn't feel any flags or anything like that, you know, given the properties of chromoly steel frame. So this is really reliable, and I think it's good at the it's a good product offering at its price point, right? So yeah, next, probably people are worried about the gearing ratio, that you know whether 6 speed is enough for me to ride around in Singapore and all that. I don't intend to go very fast on this. It's just a commuter bike, and it's just for me to go on scenic rides. So the 6 speed gear ratio that is here is more than enough for me. I was able to climb fairly easily. I was able to go on streets at, you know, comfortable speed. Yeah, so it depends very much on what you want to use the ride for, or what you envision yourself doing with it. For me, it is good. It is good enough. You know, for now, you never know when the modding bug will hit you, and you know you'll just start to go crazy. But for now, it is good. 6 speed is enough for normal riding. No complaints. Happy with it. The next thing I want to talk about is the advantages of the small wheels. On pavements, when you have pedestrians sharing the pavement, I think the small wheels make the whole bike very nimble. It's very easy to just navigate around the pedestrians and all that. So I felt very safe on this, right? The only thing I probably will change is the seat post as well as the bar. Like I mentioned, because I'm about 182 cm in height. Uh, this stock seat post about 510 mm, so it makes me bend my knees a lot more than I would want to. It doesn't mean that it's uncomfortable or anything like that. It's just that it's just my own preference. I like to have my legs slightly more extended, right? I think you can't see. I just like to have my legs slightly more extended. Yeah, so I probably need a higher seat post, which I've already ordered. You know, and to go along with the higher seat post, right, I probably need to increase the height here, because I didn't want to go on a forward and very aggressive position, because if I leave this, if I raise the seat post up without raising this, I will end up in a very forward and probably a slightly more forward or lower position, which will put some strain on my back. So as I raise the seat post, I'm going to raise the height of my bars as well. Ordered the parts, so look out for my modification videos that are coming. Okay, next is to answer the question of why I chose this over the Brompton and the Pikes. Right, first let's touch on the Brompton. I went to test ride the Brompton. The ride quality is awesome, the finishing is top notch, and there's this X factor that comes with the heritage and the brand. You know, I think the original design of this foldable bike actually came from the Brompton. I wouldn't go into whether who's original, who's clone, but there's just this cool factor with the brand and the heritage. So, but the thing is, you know, I decided against the Brompton was because I didn't know whether this X factor, you know, the finishing that comes with it, the slightly better ride quality, will be able to justify the premium, because after all it is about 2 or 3 times the price of this. Yeah, that's why from a pure value proposition point of view, I didn't go for the Brompton. But the brutal truth is I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford a Brompton. So yeah, that's why I went for this over the Brompton. As for the Pikes, I went down to Fast 360 at Crawford Lane. Super competent mechanic, super experienced with all kinds of bike stuff, bike problems. So, you know, I'm sure your bikes will be in good hands with Fast. So shout out to Fast. The address will be in my comment box and description below. Yeah, so when I went down to Fast, they allowed me to try the 360 and the Pikes. Quite frankly, in terms of the components, in terms of the ride quality, it is widely similar, but there is a slight difference to Pikes. So as I've mentioned, I'm a slightly taller guy, right? When I rode the Pikes, I felt a little bit more comfortable. So I asked Fast, like, why is that so? So he explained to me that the Pikes is actually about 1 inch longer in the frame length. That's why you are able to stretch a little bit more. Yeah, but the difference, even though noticeable, it is super minimal, I would say. And end of the day, I went with this because I'm a sucker for aesthetics. I really love how the electric chrome look, and it is only offered on the 360 and not on the Pikes, you know. So yeah, that explains my choice of why I went with the 360. Happy with it.
Yup, and this brings us to the end of this video. I hope it helped you in one way or another. Meanwhile, ride safe, enjoy your ride, see you around. Goodbye!